Boom, boom. This is Kenny, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Solan reloaded up today. Got a few things to cover, so let's jump right into it. All right, so we've got a continuation of the Zoo Kings concert event. You definitely, as I've said before, want to make sure that you're participating in this. You want to get an SS or an SS Plus. Should be between 75 and 80 shards, and you can sweep this on a daily basis. You want to get these Dusk Gold Terror Claws. The only place to get them. From a free-to-play perspective, this is the only way you're going to get shards for these at this particular time. Hopefully we'll see them in a Soul Forge event, but the last 2 or 3 they have not appeared. But now you can get them consistently. They usually have a Zoo Kings concert. I think it's once every couple of weeks, once every 3 weeks. So you'll be able to get a fairly decent handful. I mean, it's a way to get them and upgrade them, okay? Or create new sets. You know, the shards you can do what I'm upgrading one set. I'm just going to focus on getting one set up to the shard, and then I'll start focusing on the others. After you get these, everything else in here is an as-needed basis. All of the events, except for these 2 here at the bottom, are useful. This is useful for leveling up your domains. This is a selection box, so you actually get the ones that you need to actually level up your actual domain, the 3 domains, and you can pick which ones you want. So that makes it really good because it is a pretty good event. This shop makes it, this is probably the best, to be honest, it's the best shop out there. I mean, every single thing in here is useful. And especially getting these, that just makes it very much worthwhile. So make sure you do participating in that. Now, they also have our returning Palace Treasure event. This is a really, really good event as well. This is a chance to get a hands on a bunch, I mean a bunch of Martial Souls. Each treasure, on a daily basis, you get 18. Okay, that's doing all of your dailies. And some of the cumulative, the ones that, and then that's purchasing the ones inside of the shop. You can get 3 inside of here from a free-to-play, 750 diamonds for each. Purchase those up, so that'll give you 18. That's what I got today. Each of those 18 steps, you get shards, good shards. Okay, not low-level shards. I'm talking good shards, red shards. Okay, and at 20, you'll be able to get a massive treasure, okay? But also, each time that you're completing this, you get the treasure coins. These treasure coins can then be used in the shop here, and you can get some really, really good. And these are selections, so you're getting the chest, so you get to choose what you want. So whichever particular type of set you decided to focus on, you can probably get a bunch of shards for it in here because it's 10 each one. So. Keep that in mind, okay? So wait until you've cleared all the things and then come back and get the shards that you need. And the chances you can get a really good, at 20, you have a chance to snatch up some of those really good Martial Souls. The, what are they called again? I think they're called, let's go into the, it's these right here. Okay, Peerless set, Super Martial Souls. Okay, chance to get work on that for a little bit. So keep that in mind. All right, so that event is up. So those 2 events are going on now. We've also got a Divine King Suit event. As I've said before, this is one of the most depressing events. It should be a chance. It's a Soul Boon event, so you should be able to get SP Soul Boons in here. Unfortunately, you can't unless you pay for them. You get the Soul Bone chest, which you want to do. You'll have to use some diamonds to complete this, but you want to do it just because you can get 60 of the Phoenix Blood. Time limited sale. They have some pretty good stuff in here, as you can see. But again, it's items that are obtainable somewhere else. You don't. And then the good stuff here, you got to get 20. And if you want to start getting a lot of the Phoenix Divine, but you're going to have to pay for it. Okay. So this is not a free. This is not a very good event for a free-to-play perspective. But you can get some Phoenix Divine Blood, so it's still difficult to get a high level set of it. So you can get 60 if you do the chest. So spend a little bit of diamonds and do it, and it's definitely worth it. Okay, so those are the three main events that we've got up. We've also got some mini events here. We've got a reward from Soul Force. This is a chance to get your hands on a top grade Martial Soul test. You just got to do elite stages 35 times. Piece of cake. Really easy to do. Reward from Sea God. This right here, as you consume the treasure maps, okay, you'll be able to get some rewards right here. Okay, you won't be able to get this high, but you generally should be able to snatch this up. All right, and then time limit will pop up. If you want, you want to go ahead and pay for, of course, they've got stuff in here, and they've got 1790. This is a pretty good one because it's actually got some of the actual high level bits. Because I'm looking at those, I'm looking to go ahead and work on leveling up the Spirit Souls on some of the actual characters I've got. I want to get Woos up. Because this is the last one. This will take her up so that she can actually get into into the next level for her Spirit Soul. So I'm looking for that. Want to try to get them all up to at least each of the ones that you need. Once you can upgrade them, you can upgrade them to a quarter moon. Okay. After that, you start needing the Spirit Advancement Stones, such as in this one, because as you can see, I've got here's two, but it starts requiring the Spirit Advancement Stones, and it takes quite a bit of them, but they're unfortunately difficult to obtain. Really, the best way to get them is look for them in a Soul Forge event, or you can get them inside of the pools when we do the Divine pools on the SP characters. There'll be some in the shop there, but that I really don't suggest getting them there because it's not worth it. You only get like one stone, and it takes, yeah, it's ridiculous. But there'll also be when they do have Martial Soul Spirit events, they will have some stones you can use to get, like, I think it's 8 is what they give you. So really a Soul Forge event is what you want to do. That's where I got this 153. I got them from a Soul Forge event. They had a couple hundred in there, and I snatched that up because they're really difficult to get. You can't really see them anywhere else. So yeah, so that's what's good. Battle Pass, as I've said before, just focus on doing each of the missions that you need to do each day, and you'll clear it. You want to make sure that you want to see this message each week. If you see this message before the week ends, you're on pace to get to the final level. And it ends, you will be right at 80 or 81. And then you just need to buy 8,400 diamonds for 10 levels, and that will get you to 90, which is what you want to do. This is what this is all about. You want to get the token because that will allow you to then purchase some of these really good shards. This is the big set that I was telling you about that requires the Sea Lance, the Sea Dragon, and it requires the Seahorse. This set is one of the best sets in the game. It's got increases your team attack by 20%. That's just getting to 3. And as you can see, you're starting to see 20% here, 20% there. So you're starting to see 20%. Anytime you're seeing a full team increase by 20%, that's quite a large amount of, whether it be damage, evasion, blocking, or hit points. That's quite a large number. So this is definitely a set. This is the set that I've decided to focus on. There's really nothing else in this shop that you can get the Divine Blood, yeah, but it takes like 8 of these tokens to make a jump up the set. So, you know, and you only get one, and the battle pass is just a long time. So if you have any left over, of course you might want to do it, but I would dump all of my tokens into this at this particular point. Okay, because it doesn't look like they're going to put any more of the Triple S. You know, I was hoping to get a suit for Hugh, but they stopped at Inming. with the triple S's in here. They might in the future drop a triple S pack, Precious Skin chest in here, maybe. Um, don't know. Not really sure what they're going to do with this, but it hasn't changed when they did the upgrade. So, that is that. Um, so that's good. And now, as I said in the Divine King suit event, um, but there is a way to actually get SPs. You can get them inside of the Peak Battle. Make sure you're participating in this, okay? Because inside of the shop, you can snatch up these right here. Unfortunately, it's a monthly reset, so it's not going to be quick. I think you can get 15, I think is what it's in here. That's not enough to actually make a set, or is it 10? I can't remember. But you should be able to, if you participate in it daily, you should be able to get more than enough of the currency to actually purchase them. As you can see, I've purchased them, and I'm purchasing a bunch of the Martial Soul, and I've 67, and I've purchased all of this. So just do it, you know. Um, this, these, the Dragon's Core, the Soul Bones, the Advancement of Herb Essence, and the Spirit Source are all pretty nice. I would definitely, of course, get these first. make sure you get all of these first, of course, because you're not going to get them anywhere else. We were hoping for an event where these would be, something you could get in the shop, and we've got that. So just do what you can, and you should be able to get the currency quite easy. It's on a monthly basis, so it's not like you're gonna have plenty of time, and you'll have a lot left over, as you can see. I'll be able to clear out most of this shop, by the time the event ends. So keep that in mind. But it's a nice little event. It's a 3-team event, so there's a little bit of strategy involved in setting up a team, but it's nothing you can't figure out pretty easy. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of what events that are going on and the reminders of the shops. Do remember, of course, they finally fixed the problem we were having with unable to get this shop. It has now reset. I just purchased them today. I actually started being able to own it yesterday. They fixed it yesterday. You can now purchase. So I have a bunch left over. Okay, because I was there. I didn't use the shards when it was shut down. I didn't use the shards because I was hoping it would come back, and what I was hoping they might do was they might increase this when they fixed it and maybe give us like 2 shards, but they didn't. It's still 1, but they reset it. So it resets daily now. It is fixed. I bought them yesterday. It reset, and I can buy them again today, and I did today. So keep that in mind. It's now working. As I've said, you want to go with this. Wu is in here, and this is got the 3 SP hidden weapons in there, so it's definitely something you want to look at for that as well. It's useful. And of course, Yin Yang, KS Bird. Hey, anytime you can get a Spirit Soul. And this is, of course, Divine Tool. It's one of the upper level Divine Tools. So this is not any of these purchases along the top line are something you might want to consider. You only get 10 a day. So unfortunately, these 2 are going to take your 10. They do mine. I have nothing left over. So, but that's just the way it is. I'll be taking Wu up a level on her Divine Skill here shortly, because of the shards I'm getting in here. So I have no qualms about it at all. So make sure you do your 10 a day. Snatch these 2 up. Okay, and you won't regret it. It's something that you can build on. Other than that, everything looks good. I haven't had any trouble whatsoever. All of the events seem to be working fine now that they've fixed the store ad service. That's running up as well. No lockups, no freezes, no kickouts. So this seems to be a pretty good update, fairly stable. Like I say, they had the one problem with the store ads, but that's been fixed. So for the most part, all the events that they've put up so far have worked as they did before. So there hasn't been any change in that. I'm starting to get used to the new format, the new layout. But as always, if you're unsure, they got the function guide up here. It tells you exactly which events are under which desktop icon. So, you know, they packed everything together and made it a little bit more um, compact in what they've done, changed the design and moved things around a little bit. But this tells you pretty much everything. So if you're looking for a singular event, can't remember where it's at, take a look at the function guide and you'll be able to find your event inside of there. Okay, so that's all I've got for today. Just wanted to do a quick event, let you know that Divine King was up, and wanted to make sure that you were participating in the actual Palace Treasure Hunt, because this is, you know, each one of the, you know, you got nothing to do on this. If you log in and do your dailies, you will clear all of the missions. Okay, there's nothing in here about the missions that you shouldn't, that, you know, the daily missions. Log in, challenge Trial Tower, do a Soul Land Arena, do the Slaughter City twice, challenge Sea God. That's stuff that you do just in progress of your dailies. So you'll have them all cleared, and you'll start to kill cumulative tasks. I've already cleared some of these. I'll clear most of the rest of them tomorrow, I think. This will clear. This will clear. This will take a little bit of focus. And yeah, these all should clear. Shouldn't be anything that doesn't clear in the space of the event. So keep that in mind. But this is a really good event for some martial souls, and pretty much all of the martial souls that you get on each step are the red ones, which is one level above. So they're upper level martial souls. They're not the low level ones. So it's definitely an event worth doing. It's just snatching up those shards, and that'll be able to help level them up a lot quicker. Because when you do your standard 10 pool, you're guaranteed to get an orange, but you're not guaranteed to get a red. So sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you won't. And even if it's going to be like 1 or 2 shards, well, you can get 5 in one step on this event. I got a 5 today when I was doing the step. So you definitely want to participate in it, because it's definitely a good way to get a bunch of those souls at a little bit faster speed. Okay, so that you can start leveling up the sets. And like I say, one of the best sets in the game is underneath of that, the battle pass. So they've got them. They're in there, and they've got the things hidden in here. This is that set. Everything you need to increase the set level, guaranteed for you. You just need to do the battle pass. I know it's time consuming, but just work through it. I find that like I've completed the weekly tasks today. I can't go any farther, so I don't have to focus on anything inside the battle until next Monday when it resets, because I've already hit the maximum. As long as you hit this each week, you will be at 80 or 81 when the battle pass ends. Spend those diamonds, 8,400, to get the 10 slots. That'll give you 10 levels up to 90, which is where the battle pass token is that you need to get. Okay, so it's easily doable. And if you miss a week, if you're getting to Saturday and Sunday and you're into and you're not getting enough, you can buy experience points. You can buy level. Okay, so it's not like you should be able to get to it as long as you have enough diamonds every week. Shouldn't be a problem. But if you do everything that you need to do each week, you only need to purchase this 8,400 to give you the 10 levels that you need. Okay, so keep that in mind and make sure that you do focus on this, because those tokens are helpful for that. Marshals, I don't really see any other way to get those souls. They're not something that that's why they put them there to do the set. So it'll help out immensely. Yeah, like I say, other than that, everything else seems to be working fine. So we've got triple S shards and an event. Okay. So the Zoo King's Treasure concert, make sure you do that to get that. And we've got SP Soulbone shards inside of the Peak event, inside of the Race event tab. Okay. So those are the 2 events that you always need to focus on whenever they're active, and make sure that you get those shards. Otherwise, there's no way that we've seen to get those shards without paying. So from a free-to-play perspective, those are two of the most important events in the game right now. If you want to build those up, just for an idea, this is I've got this, and as you can see, I am exceedingly close to leveling up my first dust toll. I need 4 more shards and I'll be able to bring this up to 1 star. Then I'll switch over and start working on this one. And start bringing them up. Okay, get good buffs. As you can see, pretty good increase in items. Take this up to 1 star, 35%. Okay, that's the reason why I would not focus on building other sets for your team at this point. I would get them to at least 1 star. Once I get 1 star, I'll be able to see what 2 star is. But a 35% team attack is a massive. So definitely want to get these up to 1 star. Okay. After we get to 1 star and it shows the 2 star, then we'll make a determination whether or not you want to start building a set for your other team to get to 1 star. 2 star better be exceedingly attractive at this point, because I definitely want to get that 1 star for the 35% team attack. Then you can build another set for another attack character, put that on, get it up to 1 star, and get another 35% team attack. Okay, so I think that's one of the reasons they're being a little bit stingy, I guess is the word I'm looking for, with these shards, is because of how much of a power boost they can give you. Okay, that's a big boost, 35%. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, just from getting 1 star. But you do have to run through all of these to get it to 1 star, so it's not like it's easy to do. It's a requirement, and it's going to take some time and focus. But it's definitely something that you want to do. So make sure that you do get all of the shards all the time. So yeah, that's a pretty big boost. So this is what I'm looking for, is to get the team attack up 35. So I want to get this up to 1 star. All right, so yeah, so that's what we're looking at this particular point. Everything else, yeah, like I say, working fine. It did a good job. Now that the store is fixed with the ads, you'll be able to get your SP shard for Wu, or whichever one. It's for the first 3. So it's got Tang Xian, Mahjong, and Wu in there. I would choose Wu. She's supposed to be OP. Every indication would indicate that she is. And then, of course, you want to get the SP hidden weapon shard. So yeah, and after that, that's 10 right there. So there's some other good stuff in that inside of that particular shop in the store there for the ads, but you only get 10 a day, so, and each of those are 5, so that's why it's a little depressing that they don't give you a little bit more, so that you could maybe snatch up some of the, because they do have an actual triple S. It's only 1 shard. I mean, that's not, it would take forever. But if you're short, on a shard or 2, to need to make the set, that might be able to consider it in here. But again, it's just 3, and it's just like 1 shard. And these generally are up in the Soulforge event. I've seen these several times in a Soulforge event, so I just decided that I'll just wait for the Soulforge event to make another set of those. In the meantime, I'm just going to focus on these 2. Okay, but if you've already got, if you're looking for, want to focus on triple S, then you can do it. But they do make an excellent set. I have a full set on top of, I think I've got it on Hue. Yeah, right here, full set right here, triple S. I got all of these inside of the Soulforge event, the whole set. So, and then I leveled them all up. So yeah, they do wonders for your damage. So keep that in mind. But yeah, you can usually, they seem to be generous with these in a Soulforge event. They'll usually give you enough inside of there that you'll be able to grab enough to make all 3 of the shards. They'll usually give you, I think it's like 480. I think is what they get. I think is what it needs to make a set. I can't really see because I've already got it maxed out, so I can't exactly tell how many shards it's going to be. but I got enough to make that set inside the SoulForge event, so that whenever they do have it in there, they do give you enough. Okay, so yeah, I'm hoping we'll get a SoulForge event here next week sometime. It would be nice. I'm hoping they would like to see them increase its frequency. It generally rotates to about once a month, is generally where we see it. But since they have such excellent rewards inside of it, I'd like to see it more often. But I think that's why the rewards are so nice, is because it's only a once a month event. But we'll be looking for it. And when we do, we'll of course do a video on it. All right, so that's everything I got. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, you'll get notified each time I drop a video. It's Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.